Do you like toys? Big Bad Toy Store has toys. If you click the link in the description below and give them money, you too can have toys. Now watch my video. Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the 1000 Toys TOA Heavy Industries 1/12 scale synthetic human. So yes, here we have our synth. If you watched my top 10 list from last year, you will know that this was one of my favorite figures, and I said in terms of just being a figure, it was probably one of the best ones. It's based on a series of manga-related things that I don't know anything about, so I did get it purely based on the fact that it's just a really cool figure, and I do kinda like synths and androids and stuff like that. So if you're just looking for a really good figure, or if you're familiar with this series, it's definitely something worth looking into. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have our synth. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. The synth is more like proper Japanese 1/12 scale, so he's a bit shorter than an American 6-inch scale figure, and of course much bigger than a 3 3/4-inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at our synth. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. As you can see, our synth is mostly white and green, and he has gray accents and joints. The white is a bit like armor plating or something, some sort of plastic fancy future armor maybe, and it's shinier than the rest of his body. And the green is, I guess, more like the fleshy bits. And in terms of the gray parts, like I said, it's the joints and just sort of random little accents across the body, all pretty minor stuff except for his spinal column, which is a very noticeable big gray part. All in all, he looks pretty cool. Very nice, standard-looking synthetic personoid design, so I have no real complaints about that. Head sculpt-wise, the synth has two different face plates. You get his shiny, white, more human-y kind of face. I think it's meant to be a bit Uncanny Valley-esque. And then you get what I presume is underneath the white, shiny face is more of a skull kind of face. It's got a little bit of mechanical detail and big red eyes and some teeth. The eyes are posable on both faces, so you can feel free to move those around and have him looking in various directions. Articulation-wise, the synth is really good, and the main selling point of this figure, in my opinion. You get ball pegs in the head and neck, so you get full range of motion there. You get a really nice butterfly joint. Shoulders go up and down, in and out. Bicep cut. Double joint elbows. Wrist hinge and rotation. You get a series of ball pegs in the abdomen, so you get really nice body motion. Hips go in and out, forward and back, thigh cut, double jointed knees, rotation, hinge, and pivoting in the ankles, and a toe joint. So you should be able to get him into pretty much any pose that you can imagine. I have very rarely failed to be able to get him into a pose that I've come up with. Accessories-wise, you don't get much. You only get 3 sets of hands. You get 2 fist hands, 2 open, relaxed hands, and 2 holding hands. He doesn't actually come with anything to hold, but if you've got some 1/12 scale accessories laying around, he can hold them. And that is it. He has no actual objects or anything, just a few hands. So if you were looking for something to complain about, the fact that he doesn't come with much is probably his biggest downside. Packaging-wise, you get a slip cover. On the front and back of the box, you get pictures of the synth and the 1000 Toys logo. And then once you remove the slip cover, you have your window. And on the back, you basically just have a bunch of stuff that I can't read. So if you take the slip cover off, these are good for in or out of package display. And that about wraps it up for our synth. So until next time, goodbye!